Good afternoon, I'm Video James, and this is Space Engineers. Now, if you've been on the Reddit board anytime soon, you'd have noticed that a lot of people are posting and commenting on these nuclear reactor explodey missile things, which is basically a cargo container full of explosives with a warhead on top, powered by some sort of gravity. There you go. Gotta remember to turn off the reactor before we launch this though, considering there is a lot of gravity behind me. So, the gist of it is, gravity obviously powers the artificial mass block, sends the entire thing into your target, and it blows up. Yeah, ignore the giant catapult for now. So, fire straight at a ship. But the problem is, it's powered by gravity, these two blocks here. If the ship has gravity, of any real power, then your warhead's kind of screwed, because it's not going to stay on target with a lot of things firing at it. Quick demonstration. We'll speed this bit up, because it will take a bit of building. If we put a missile perpendicular to the red ship, so we know it will fire straight. Yes, high-pitched building noises, come on. And of course remember to turn the gravity off, because we still haven't turned off our giant gravity catapult behind us. Without there being too much gravity on the red ship, that missile will probably fire straight on, hit the ship, blow up everything. Oh, we will get to my catapult in a second. You've probably seen it before, or not. It's whether you see all the spammy posts I make about it everywhere. So, back to the missile. The problem with gravity-based weaponry is, it's too easy to circumvent. Take, for example, this red ship. I've patched it up a bit. It's got two Gs of gravity, obviously one on itself, and one from the platform. If I load it with a load more gravity generators, all facing the same way as the original one, I can still walk around quite comfortably, can still go up the diagonal blocks. It, effectively, as long as I don't try and jump around like a noob, provides no real hassle for me whatsoever. However, people are launching gravity-based weaponry at me and it hasn't got enough gravitational force behind it, this is what happens. A whole heap of nothing. All of those resources spent on gravity generators and artificial mass blocks have just flown off into the ends of space, where it'll either hit nothing or an asteroid nowhere near me. Which is why, as always, I am advocating inertia-based weaponry. You leave the gravity generators behind, use them to push the object forwards, and then after the object has left the catapult, it is no longer susceptible to gravity. Here, our warhead simply consists of the cargo container full of explosives, a warhead, and then a light armor block so it can be pushed while exploding and killing me before I manage to launch it. So, we get into our cockpit, we turn on the mass, and then, once the catapult's returned to its original position, turn it back off again. As you see, we've lagged the game out. As you see, the payload has reached its target, wasn't affected by all the gravity, like all the other warheads were, all one of them, and catapult's fine, completely reusable. Unfortunately, considering this explosion is a bit grand, it does lag out everything. Everything seems to be okay now. As you see, the ship's gone, platform's gone, half the asteroid's gone. But if you want any iron, I can certainly tell you where to get it from. Feel sorry for the little ships. Unfortunately, they're just going to float away now. But see, the gravity cannon's perfectly fine. Cannon? Catapult. It's a catapult. It's got benefits that a cannon doesn't have. And to reset, they already use thrusters for stabilization once the artificial mass is off. So we just move the ship back. Music's very intense in this game, isn't it? Once the ship's back in place, we can just use the landing pads to lock it in. Hell, considering it's got gravity on it and artificial mass blocks that get locked in, perfectly stabilized, you can even use the entire thing as a gravity-powered ship. It would speed up rather quickly, but considering I haven't turned the gravity off, and the other end has all of the gyros, I would have to try and catch up to it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon.